Welcome to Milers Mods, ladies and gentlemen. So, this is perhaps one of the best scars I've ever used. I got this scar about a week ago from Saber Blasters out of Singapore. Connor was kind enough to send this out to me when he sent me out the parts for my Harrier. He wanted me to test this out on high pressure air since in Singapore high pressure air blasters are illegal. So he reached out to me and he sent me one of these Saber scars to test on my high pressure air blaster. I tested on my M79. I gave you people a firing demo of that too. But I tested this on several blasters. I tested it on my Harrier. I tested it on the Kern. I also tested on my HPA blaster as well and the MK4. And I will tell you right now, this is one of the best scars I've ever used for several reasons. One, the twist rate on this. Look at this. This is a nice 30 to 45 degree twist rate. Okay, that's perfect. This is 30 bearings in it. Okay, keep that in mind. You're getting more of a twist, so which means that it's more of a rifle effect, and your darts are going to fly a lot straighter. Now, the other thing is, this is metal. This scar is made out of metal. It's not a 3D printed scar. Since it's a metal scar, however, a metal bearing scar that is, it's a little bit more in price. Like a normal B scar, which is short for bearing scar, costs about $50. You know what I mean? This is $100 scar. It's well worth $100 in my opinion. I mean, in all honesty, it's definitely worth $100. I was when I had this scar on my Kern and my Harrier and my HPA blaster, I was shooting lasers. I was hitting targets at about 75 to 80 feet away pretty consistently. A lot better than if I had a string scar on there or a saber tip or something like that, you know. Not saying anything bad about those. Those are great too. But when you go past a certain speed, like 250 and up, it's best to have a bearing scar. This is the kind of scar you want to get. I mean, granted, this scar is not cheap, but like I said, and I've said this before, if you want quality, you have to pay for it. That's just how it is nowadays. You know, there is no such thing as a cheap part that'll perform well anymore. I'm truly convinced of it. You know, like if you buy a $10 scar, that's exactly what you're going to get. You know, so it's better to pay for quality. But I'm telling you right now, I was shooting laser beams with this scar. That's how awesome and accurate this thing is. I mean, I was truly impressed. Now, I will tell you that these scars, like I said, they're not cheap and they're from Singapore. These scars were actually designed for high performance blasters that do above 250. You know, 250 because average saber nowadays does anywhere between 250 to 400. You know, depending on the setup and spring load and such. But yeah, that's why that when he offered to send me one of these to try out, I was all for it. Just because I've always heard about their scars, but I never tried one. Okay, when he sent it to me, he made me a believer in this. And that's kind of strange, you know, because I'm always skeptical till I try something myself. And when I tried this thing, he really did make me a believer. I ran this in an event. And I'll tell you right now, I got like maybe twice as many tags as I normally would just because of this. But I seriously suggest, you know, you guys buy this thing. If or you guys have a high-speed blaster or something like that, as long as it's 16 millimeter, like this is just a piece of Harrier barrel. This is just a Harrier barrel, the small one to be specific. As long as it's 16 millimeter, it'll fit. That's any standard barrel out there. The way it's secured is it's secured with grub screws right here. 4 grub screws, okay? And like I said, these are 30 micro bearings. This is perhaps one of the best scars I've ever used, bar none. But I'll put a buy link in the description below for the Saber bearing scar. But seriously, I suggest you gentlemen, if you run high-speed blasters, pick this thing up. Until next time, this is Milers Mods, signing off.